to tell you about my newfound love of spearfishing. It's my new favorite sport. So we got a fish. It's kind of a fat fish, kind of short, but he's a target. So what I do, I throw him in there in the water, and he's kind of far away. I gotta move him. Kind of like him right about in here, so I don't hit the concrete and stuff. I got him right here. He's a fish. And I select a spear. You can go out and buy some stuff. This is about $80 spear. You know, you get it on Amazon. Pretty good. It's got the folding barb, nice tip, screws on, and it's got a really good rubber sling. Now, in order to sling it, I kind of do it like a pool cue, you know, kind of like that. So I'm going to get in the water, and usually I have a snorkel on and everything, and a mask to kind of simulate being in the water, you know, and I do it with my shirt off because it's cold. But basically, we go ahead, we get in the water, and you kind of, well, we have a river weight and a flotation device, and we have a floating buoy with a diver down flag and a safety line. And on the end of the safety line is your wingman, so to speak. And he's there to reel you in if you have trouble, and he's there to reel you in if you get a fish, but he also wears a life preserver too, he or she, whatever the case may be. But when I line up a shot, I kind of like to be on a hill because I do it in a river, like I said, river weight. I usually put my foot down in this hole. I'll line up the shot. This particular pole, you have to have right under your chin like this. See how it's under my chin? That gets it nice and straight. You pull it back. Oh, and I just low to the right. And try it again. You know, sometimes you hit 3 out of 5, 4 out of 5. Sometimes you just miss. I haven't warmed up today, so I'm going to try getting this all lined up, and I'll try one more time. Whoops, slippery. Oh, there we go. We're going to have to cut that out. Still down and to the right. That's because I'm not under my chin right. I'm going to have to go high and to the left. And still, wow. And then you keep doing this until you can get the right angle. Now it's high and to the left. Boy, I'm not liking this video. I'm gonna have to chop the hell out of it.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe if I get up out of this hole. Let me try here. There we go. We caught a fish. Now usually you have a retrieval line. You have to have a rope on here that's no longer than 20 feet. You got to be in really clear water to see a fish that far away. So I'm going to show you kind of some other things that you can do. If I can get my hook out. Okay. You got to kind of get it to fold, drop against the bar, and get it out. I'll throw my fish back out. You know, you don't want to do that if you spear him, but he's a pretty good fish. I think he'll be okay. The other thing, before I bought my brand new spear, I made a spear. And this is a broomstick handle with an exercise rubber retrieval rope, and I got about a 9 or 10 inch nail on here sharpened up. I wired it and glued it. It's nice and tight. Unless you hit concrete, it stays put real good. So what I do is I got a shorter retrieval rope because the river I fish in is cloudy and you can't really shoot at 20 feet and see what you're doing. So this here, like if you got your river weight, you're hooked up to it, you know, you got your flotation device nearby. What you should do in a cloudy river is submerge yourself, wait for a fish, and when you see a fish, you just bring your hand in and go like that. And you shoot it into the fish that way. But I like shooting this one kind of long distance, so I'm going to take this off because it might not go far enough that way, but I'm going to try to shoot this spear This one is so long and big around that I shoot it a little different. I launch it a little different than the other spear. I do this one over my head, and you gotta aim high and to the left and it's right next to it. Let me try it again. I'm gonna get my safety rope out of the way so that doesn't mess us up. But I like doing it in the dark and with the mask on because that simulates being underwater. And there it goes. I got the bottom belly of the fish. And just for giggles, I like doing it. I'm gonna try it again. I'll get this rope out of the way. Now you gotta have that around your wrist if you're underwater spearfishing, because you don't. First of all, you don't want to lose your spear. Second of all, DNR don't want you to lose your spear either. So right there, got him. Personally, I like the good old wooden homemade stuff. Spearfishing. Thank you, sir.